Hey guys, and welcome back. I wanted to do something a little different and have a conversation with you about what I hope this channel is going to become. And the whole theme is this underdog mentality, this underdog anthem, this underdog journey. And the reason that it's called the underdog anthem is because an anthem is an uplifting or inspiring message to a group of people or a cause. And my inspiring message is going to be to the underdogs out there. Anybody who has ever felt like they weren't good enough, or that their mistakes or their failures were too much, because I know for me, I've spent a lot of times in my life feeling like I wasn't good enough, like I could never amount to anything. My story actually starts way back when I was young and my parents split up and I felt like I was alone. And I remember living separate from my siblings for a while and moving place to place and losing friendship after friendship and feeling alone. And that pushed me into this isolation mindset, which eventually led to a place where I felt like there was no meaning or no point in life. And then I joined the wrestling team. I started to lose weight. I started to gain popularity. And before I knew it, I was heading down a path that I never intended to. And with my newfound popularity came this newfound self-confidence, which drove me into sales. And at 14 years old, I really dove into door-to-door sales, became pretty successful in it. But the problem is that it drove me into drugs and alcohol, depression, loneliness, isolation. I know that your story might not be exactly like my story, but my story took me to a place where I was an underdog, where when I was sitting in a jail cell, I realized that I was going to be counted out before I started anywhere for the rest of my life. I had a felony charge and I couldn't even find a place to live. I couldn't even find a job. And I knew that I was now the epitome of an underdog. And my journey took me from this place of defeat and brokenness to a place where I have had incredible experiences. I've both had a beautiful relationship grow with me and my wife. I became a good father, a good husband. I've gotten to travel the world. I've gotten to go to Costa Rica for my honeymoon. I went to Haiti on a mission trip. I've gone to Vancouver. I've been bungee jumping and skydiving and zip lining. And I say all of this to say that my underdog story started me off in a place that I felt like was insurmountable. Like I could never possibly become anything more than I was at that moment in time. And then slowly, through minor shifts in my mindset, through lessons that I learned, through mentors, through books, I began to change. I began to not just be somebody who could be successful in sales or could be self-confident or could have popularity. I became somebody who could leave a lasting impact on the world. I get the opportunity now to speak at conferences and I get to travel to schools and different institutions and have conversations with people who feel like underdogs and basically let them know, give them an anthem, an inspiring or an uplifting message that says that no matter where you're at right now, no matter what you're going through at this moment in time, that it does not define the outcome of your life. I love the quote that says, everyone ends up somewhere, but few people end up somewhere on purpose. And so the whole hope of this channel is that we would start to go somewhere on purpose, that we'd start to have intentional conversations, whether that be about the economy, whether that be about a lesson that I've learned, whether that just be about where I'm at right now or what I'm going through. And hopefully that can become an anthem for you, an inspiring or an uplifting message that would draw you out of any place that you've ever felt like an underdog, whether you feel like hiring your first employee is difficult, whether you feel like leading people is a challenge, whether you feel like that you can't achieve anything. Maybe you're just flipping burgers right now and you're like, I don't know how to get out of this place. I don't know how to get to the next level. And that's what I hope to outline for you guys is my underdog journey. What took me from felon, alcoholic, losing everything to become somebody that I never thought that I could be. I never thought that I could be financially successful. I never thought that I could own my own home. I never thought that I could have a rental property. I never thought that I could achieve more. I never thought that I could do these things. And the anthem, the inspiration that I want to provide for you guys, no matter where you're at, no matter what you've been through, no matter what your challenge has been, is that there is somebody that has gone before you that has laid a path of success for us. And what I've realized on my underdog journey is there are so many people who have achieved more than we could ever imagine, who have started with worse circumstances than I know I have. I don't know about you, but I would venture to guess that there are plenty of people in history who have achieved abundantly more with more broken and damaged circumstances than we could ever imagine. And so that is my hope for this channel, is that we could come together alongside these underdog stories, these underdog journeys, and we could just be inspired ourselves to recognize that we can determine the outcome of our lives, that we can choose where we end up by the decisions that we make today. I love what Jim Rohn says, that an apple every day isn't going to change your life today, and a chocolate bar every day isn't going to ruin your life today. It's these compounded decisions, it's these little decisions over time that transform our lives. And so no matter where you're at, the reality is that it's the little decisions that you can begin to make right now that can change the outcome of your life, that can take you to a place that you never dreamed you could be. And so that's the hope of the Underdog Anthem. That's the hope of what I want to give to you guys, is inspiration, direction, a practical toolkit of application, as well as inspiration to guide you to a life that you could only dream of. And I am so excited that you guys would come with me along this journey, that you guys would walk with me down this path, and that you guys would be a part of the Underdog Anthem. I truly believe that because of this channel, you guys are going to be equipped to tell your story. You're going to be equipped to share the message of hope with other people, and that there will be a ripple effect into eternity, that underdogs everywhere can feel empowered and emboldened by the fact that we were able to overcome these circumstances together, that we were able to do this, to build a life that we only dreamed of. And so I want to encourage you, if this is your first time into the channel, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and click subscribe, because I'm preparing great content, great interviews with millionaires, with successful individuals, with people that I admire, that I respect, that have been huge blessings in my life. And I'm going to call those underdog interviews. And then we're going to have underdog lessons that are going to be just these one-on-one things that have transformed my life that I hope to provide for you. And then I want to take you on my underdog journey. And so any experiences that I found beneficial or impactful, man, I want you guys to come along this with me. And so go ahead and click subscribe, click the bell so that you get more notifications, and I cannot wait to see you next time.